Samasa is also translated compound in English. But in the Pāļi, when most of students, when they study the Samasa, actually Samasa is much less complicated than Tatita and the Kita. But some more students, they found difficulties in the Samasas. So maybe I'm thinking, what makes it truly difficult? Maybe, when you connect the two words, according to the connection, you could not identify. This is a Vyaya Bhava Samasa, or this is a Grammatical Samasa. You might have difficulties in such a point, or maybe, there is something else that, which block the understanding of the Samasa, the compound. So the Samasa is a compound, is basically what the two words are combined together. That is called the Samasas. So before we go to the category of the Samasa, the compound, at first we will start with the very simple word. Everyone knows this word. So Raja Purisa. This Raja Purisa, so Raja is the king, Purisa is man, the king and the man. Okay, that is so we divide. So Raja and Purisa. Here is Raja Purisa. So now I don't put any case and at the end of each word. What is the difference between them? With the plus, without plus. What is the difference?
Separate and together.
Together and separation.
I mean, two different things and one thing. Refers to two different things and compound refers
Okay.
to one thing.
That is also correct. So Raja and Purisa separately, Raja plus Purisa. The other is Raja Purisa, no plus. They combine. Here is a we don't combine. So Raja is the king. Purisa is man. So this Raja. So, this Raja also refers to any kinds of the Raja, any kinds of kings. Maybe starting with the Chakravarti, universal monarch, to the king of the one, small province. The Purisa also, when you talk about the Purisa, that Purisa is like, the man, like, the human, the man, in the human, life, the man as a deity. Maybe the man in Myanmar, the man in another country, any meanings. So for the Raja, the meaning is unlimited. Purisa also the meaning is unlimited. So when we separate them, but when you combine them, that is different. So Raja is the king, but the Raja is, at the time, it doesn't mean the king at all. Purisa also, in the very beginning, it means all kinds of the men. The men, in other countries, the Vietnamese man, Chinese man, Myanmar man, any man is a Purisa. But when you combine them, the two words are they limit to each other. They confine to each other. Like you can, compare with before, someone is married. So as he is, he or she, they are completely free. They can go anywhere. But when they are married, they, construct, they build a family life. At the time, they are tied to each other. The man is no longer free as he was before. Similarly, the woman also is, she is not free as before. So they, their freedom is limited. So as a single, their freedom is unlimited. They can go anywhere. They don't need to look back. They don't have children. So if they have children, if they have some duties, like as a family. So as a family, they have their own duties. Their life is no symbol as before. Here also the same. So Raja and Purisa, before they are united, it is okay. Raja can be any kinds of king. So Purisa, any kinds of man. But the Raja Purisa is, the meaning is, the change. Purisa is no other man, it is the kinsman. The king also is no other king, he is connected to the man. So this is, we call the policeman. So in English translation, policeman. So as a Raja, you can, so now, how do you say, it is degraded, policeman. No, here is the king. Yes, like he is just a king, Raja. He is a just man, any kind of man. But Raja Purisa, the meaning will be different. It is not the meaning of the Raja. It is not the meaning of the Purisa at all. It is a totally different meaning. Such a meaning change. So even though there are two words, the meaning is one, a single meaning. So what is speciality of the compounds is that they can give very, special meaning. Without, and the separate, as a separate word, even though they have different meanings, when they combine them, they give us a very, special or the particular meanings. These particular meanings are, we got, not just from the Raja, not just from the Purisa, just from these two words. That is called policeman, Raja Purisa. Okay, this Raja Purisa also, like according to the Pāḷi, Purisa is a man. So Raja is a king. So now, how to say the man in the king? Okay, the man in the king, the man from the king, the man of the king, or kinsman. Kinsman is actually policeman. Kinsman. So according to the kinsman is this Raja. What is his case? Kinsman. Kins, genitive case. Man, Purisa. So kinsman is the other one. Not just Purisa, not just the king. Okay? So kinsman is, here is Raja and Purisa, you see. According to this kinsman, it is this Raja. Do you see any case endings? No. The case endings are dropped. That is, how to say, when you combine the two different words, maybe, in the separate word, they might be with any cases. But when they are combined together, at that time, they are changed into the original form. They change into the original form. Like, for example, this is a case. How do you say in the Pāḷi? Ranyo is genitive case. So Puriso. This is we call the sentence. Vigaha sentence or definition sentence. Ranyo Puriso. This Ranyo Puriso is actually, don't the misunderstand. This Ranyo Puriso is just explanation of Raja Purisa. So Ranyo Puri in the traditional polygram books. Like the Ranyo Puriso is the Chachi Vipati is dropped, and then we have the Raja, and then we have the Purisa, something like that. They explain. When you combine and the compound and definition sentence, which should be fast naturally. I mean that when you talk about in the daily life, compound should be fast. Because we are talking with the compound. But this compound, some people, they don't understand. As you know, some people who are wise, who are educated, they explain this Raja Purisa is Rinya Purisa. So Rinya Purisa is actually, this is the secondary explanation. Raja Purisa is appeared at first. So Raja Purisa, anyway, this is the first form we used. This Raja Purisa is explained by the Rinya Purisa. For the traditional grammars, this Rinya changed into the Raja. So Purisa becomes a Purisa, Raja Purisa. Then we put again Prathama Vibhakti, and then it changed again Raja Purisa. Later complicated. So instead, so we take this Raja Purisa as a samasa form, different way. This Raja Purisa, how they are connected to each other, like a kinsman. This kinsman also, what is kins or the Pāḷi? Pāḷi word for the kins, Rinya. So for the Purisa is, we don't need to explain again. Purisa is Purisa. Purisa is Purisa. So Rinya Purisa is explained again this Raja Purisa. So it is, the best way is this Rinya Purisa not change into the Raja Purisa. Raja Purisa, the first form naturally. This Raja Purisa is explained by the Rinya Purisa. So you will see the samasa forms. This samasa forms, you have to think about how they are connected to each other. So anyway, but traditionally, if you want to understand, this is so Rinya's original form is Raja without vibhaktis. Purisa's original form is Purisa. Okay, that is traditionally explained. So Rinya becomes, go back to the original form. Rinya, Raja. Purisa becomes Purisa. So Rinya Purisa becomes Raja Purisa. So anyway, it's the same. But here is also some explanations like so ime sampajya, idapajyata. Ime sampajya, idapajyata. So this idapajyata also you can compare. This is a explanatory sentence. This is a original form. This original form is explained by this was image and pajya. Pajya is the causes. The causes of those. Image is a genetic case. The causes of those. So have you seen this word? Ida pajyata. No, but it just Nodhiñāṇa Sutta. So Nodhiñāṇa Sutta, you have already seen this one. Ida pajyata. Image and pajya, ida pajyata. What is the difference? So here is a ta is actually that is the suffix. So later we add it to the pachya. You know, you have already seen in the sutta dadita. Ida pachya ewa. Ida pachya ta. No, ta has no special meaning. So the point is ida pachya. The causes of those sankharas. Avijja and the causes of avijja and so on of the sankhara and the results. The causes of those sankharas and so on. That is called idapacchaya. So idapacchaya is what is the difference? What do you see? Here is imesa. Here is ita. Okay. So I want to like a samasa. This is a pronoun idiom. This idiom is changed into the ima. So ima, ime, ime-san, ima-san. So this, what I mean is that this ime-san is not original form. So original form is idiom. So when you combine them, ime-san pachya. Ime-san pachya, then this ime-san change into the idiom. So that means that ime-san is together with the vibhadis. So vibhati, we cannot, how to say, keep usually. We cannot keep in the compound. We have the Lugha Samāsa, Alugha Samāsa, later I will explain to you. This ime-san change into the idiom. So idiom is original form. So whatever are the forms that you use, idiom, pachya. At the time, negida is dropped. Idiom pachya. So idiom is original form ima. Ima is not original form. But according to the Kajanas, ima is original form. But mostly, idiom is original form. Whenever you see the ima, ime-san, ima-san, yam, they go back to the idiom. Okay, this is also, you will see, idapacchya. So idapacchya is, ida is, when you make a sentence, this ida you have to do like this, ime-san. If you take idapacchya, ida, what does it mean? Ida is genetic case. This genetic case in the sentence, it will be like this, ime-san. So ime-san pachya, idapacchya. Samuriyo yasati, K samuriyo also the same. This ko is not original form. This ko, in the Pāļi, the original form is K. So that means the ko changed into the K. Ko is nominative case form of the K. K is like a stamp. Like Purisa, we have the Purisa, and Purisa, okay? From the K, according to the Pāļi grammar, from the K we change into the Koka, Kam, Kena, Kehi, Kevi, Kasa, Kesan. Something like this. These, Kasa, Kena, Kehi, Kevi, Koka. These, Koka and so on is derived from the K. So when you combine the two words, even though whatever, with whatever cases they are standing, those cases ideas are dropped. They go back to the original form. So because according to this rule, in the sentence you can do ko samuriyo yasati, ke samuriyo is a bobi samasa. This ko is a substitute with the ke. That means to go back to the original form. You cannot say like a ko samuriyo, you cannot say. You have to say ke samuriyo. You cannot say as a samasa, ime sampajaya. You have to say ida pajaya. Ime sampajaya, if you say this is not samasa. Ida pajaya is samasa because no case and after the ida. Ke samuriyo is a samasa, ko samuriyo is no samasa. The ko samuriyo is because the two words they stand together with their own cases. This will change into the ke. Okay, now we are going to see before we go to the different kinds of the samasas. So Logta Samasa, Alogta Samasa. What is a Logta Samasa is when you combine the two words together, at the time the cases are elected. Logta Samasa. When you combine the two words together, at the time the cases are not elected. It is Alogta Samasa. Like Rinyo Puriso. Like this is Logta Samasa. For example, Wanakato. Wanakato is the ones who went to the forest. Wanam Kato. Because even though we combine them together, the meaning of the cases are not elected. We don't see the case because of the case. No cases are allowed in the compound, but the cases cannot be seen. But still, the meaning of the case is remained. Like originally it is one name and the kata. Okay. At the time, this negida is, accusative case is dropped. That becomes Wanakata. So why this case is not kept in the compound? According to the Pāļi, the nature of the Pāļi language in the compound, the cases usually is dropped. Wanakata. For example, Nila Opal. This is a Gammadharya Samasa. So Neelam Opal. Here is accusative case and is dropped. Here also dropped Nilopala. Nilopala. Later we will, the join to the nominative case and because it is a new term, that will be again Nilopala. Like Saoga Basito. Saogina Basito. Saoga Basito. So you have to see like additionally it is explained like that. This ena is dropped. This O also dropped because you have to drop all of the cases. After dropping the cases, what happens? It becomes the Savoka Pasita. then you have to they put again the cases after this compound. This procedure is like this. So because of this, even though we say the Savoka Basita, the case is not here, but the meaning is still remained. Savogena that means by the disciples. Basita is expounded by the disciple. So Savoka is a disciple, Basita is expounded. Savoka, the disciple expounded. Don't say like this. Expounded by the disciples because we have the instrumental case after the Savoka. The cases not seen, but the meaning of the cases still remain. How do we know? This is traditionally it is explained like this. Savogena and the Basito. This also dropped. This ena is also dropped. Then the meaning still remain. We can understand like this. That is traditionally. About the reasoning, I think reasoning is much more better. According to the reasoning of the Savoka and Basita, how these two words are connected to each other, right? So Basita is expounded, Savoka is a disciples. Disciple is expounded or expounded by the disciple. Like for example, Savoka Basito Dhammo. If you do like this, that the meaning is clear. The Dhamma is expounded not to this disciple, it is wrong. The Dhamma expounded by the disciple. According to this context also we can understand, after the Savoka there is instrumental case. So according to the nature of the Samāsa, instrumental case is dropped. The meaning is still remained. Savogena Basito Dhammo. So Savogena Basito becomes Savoka Basito Dhammo, Buddha Basito Dhammo. So this is now we are going to see Alutta Samasa. Anti-Vasiko, for example. So which word is not related? Located case. Anti-Vasiko. Anti is located case. Goempati. Actually, there should be Gopati, because the Goan's original form is Go. It doesn't go back to the Go, still with the cases. Goempati, the Lord of the oxen. So Kamesu Mecha Chalo, also Alutta Samasa. So misconduct in the sensual pleasures. Kamesu, it is a locative case. But then, every day, the people recite Kamesu Mecha Chara, whatever is the Gablan Samadhi, like sometimes it is not pointed out the grammars. Grammar text, we don't notice. This Kamesu is a samasa. It is a no sentence. Devanam Piyate so. So takes up be left by the deities. The Tesa are the elect of the deities, in other words. A1 and B are Tesa. So Kamesu Mechachana. Now at the normative, very clearly no one noticed that this is a Aluda Samasa. So one's own idea at the norm, at the normative. So sometimes the cases are usually the cases are dropped when you combine the two words. In some cases we don't drop the cases. Together with the cases we make, like the samasa. But according to some text, some grammar books, this are the aluga samasa usually used in the names. Aluga samasa appeared, especially for given the name. Like a Diwanampiya is the name of the king. Like Gowampati. So many aluga samasas are connected to the names, a people's name. Okay, these two important terms are nature samasa, nature samasa, aneja samasa. So at first, nature samasa always permanent compound. Go to the permanent compound, you cannot separate them. If you separate them, the meaning will be changed. The meaning will give you some very hard to say weird meaning they will give you. Only they are combined, they can give you proper meaning. What are the aneja samasa? They can be, like a essay samasa, or sometimes they cannot be a separate word. As a separate word, they can be sometimes. For example, kumbhakaro. Kumbhakaro is potter, a pot maker. Kumbha is a pot. Kara is maker. But actually, so when you divide them, Kumbha and Kara has no maker. It doesn't mean the maker. Kara is a maybe hand. As a separate word. This Kumbha is okay pot, it's a will be pot. But the meaning of the Kara will be changed. Kara is no anymore, it doesn't mean the maker. As a compound, pot maker. But when you separate them, Kara means a hand or maybe trunk. Trunk or maybe hand. We don't get the meaning like a pot maker. Why this Kara means the maker? Because it is connected to the Kumbha. Otherwise, the meaning will be different. That is, we got it. Because of this, if you separate them, the meaning will be changed. So because of this, when you make a big house, this Kumbha and Kara, you cannot, use directly this word, Kara. You have to change with another word. Like for example, instead of using the Kara, you have to say karoti. So why we, they use the karoti instead of not Kumbha and Kara, Kumbha and Kara. It is Kumbha and karoti, the Kumbha and Kara, because it is nature samasa. So you have to change into the verb form, or maybe another word. Kombangrotidi, komakagro. So here is sabda, asabda. Sabda means one's own word. Asabda is not one's own word. Sabda, sasabda. Sasabda is one's own. Bada is word. If you make a wicker house, you can use, like for example, Nila Uppala, Nila Uppala is okay. Nila Uppala, like so here you see, this is a samasa, sauka and the basita. This sauka we can directly use saukina. We can directly use basita. That is, we call the sabda. Sabda means in the samasa, that is what this word also we will use again in the sentence. Sabda, wika. Wika is a definition sentence. Asabda is not like this. We use a different word. Instead of, we cannot use karo, we have to use karoti, this is asabda. So similarly, dipangro. Dipangro, dipangro. So island maker. So which means the Buddha, the name of the Buddha. Dipangro. So in the Nija Samasa, you cannot use directly the words in the Samasa in the sentence, in the Vika sentence. In the Anija Samasa, you can use the words in the Samasa directly in the Vika sentence. So what I mean is, the words in the Vika sentence and the words in the Samasa are the same. The words in the samasa and the words in the Vika is different. That is Nija Samasa. If the words in the sentence, the words in the compound are the same, it is Anija Samasa. If it is the same, we call Sabda Vika. If it is different, we call Asabda Vika. Usually, not always in the grammar. We have exceptions. In some, we are going, when we study the Abhyaya Bhava Samasa, sometimes we will use the words in the Samasa directly in the sentence, in some cases. So I mean, usually, generally, we will say, it is a Lupta Samasa, Alupta Samasa, Nija Samasa, Anija Samasa. What is the key of the compound is, when you combine the two words, all of their cases are dropped according to the tradition. Like Savogena, Basito, Ena also drop, O also drop. Then it becomes Savoga Basita. Similarly, the next point is that they go back to the original form. Like, Ida Bajayata. Ida Bajayata. Ime Sampajaya. Ida Bajayata. What kind of samasa? Chati. Tapurisa. Ime Sampajaya. Ida Bajaya. Ida Bajaya. Iwa. Ida Bajayata. They go back to the original form. So similarly, you will see the go. They go back to the original form. Puriso, what is the original form of the Puriso? Purisa. What is the original form of the Renyo? Okay, what is the original form of the Mahando? Okay, Maha is original form. Mahando Puriso, Maha Puriso. Mahanda, great. Purisa is man. Great is as a single word, It can be anything, can be great. Like the food is great. For example, the building is great. The clothes is great. You know, anything can be great. Orisa is any kinds of man. But you know, when you combine them together, they confined to each other. It is no great of any other thing. It is a great man. This man also no other man. It is a great man. That is what we call the in the Pāḷi, ekati bhava. Ekati bhava. Ekati bhava means the state of being a single meaning. State of being a single meaning. This ekati bhava is one of the special characteristics of compound. Now the first samasa is abhyaya bhava. Abhyaya bhava. Abhyaya. So abhyaya is upasaka nipatas. Upasakas and nipatas are no change because of linga, because of the gender, because of vipatis. Like for example, you see the upa. Upa is always upas. Near always near. So no change because of ati always will be ati. No change because of gender or because of kid. That is what we call the abhyaya. This abhyaya is indicated by this compound. The compound which indicates, which explains, which elucidates those upasaka nipatas. That the samasa is called abhyaya bhava. So abhyaya bhava is like when you compare with the Kammadharya samasa. In the Kammadharya samasa, so what is important? Which word is important? More dominant in terms of the meanings. We have two words. In the two words, which one is more important? Which is more important, predominant? Adjective. I mean, in the Vaja Puriso, which decides the whole meaning or the meaning of the whole word. Puriso. That is what we call it the following word. The following word important factor. But in the abhyaya bhava samasa is different. Preceding word important factor. Upannaka. So Nagara sa samipe. Upa Nagara. And the Nagara samipe, it is no, Nagara is a no important factor. So what is important factor is samipa. So because according to the name of this samasa, Ajay Baba, it is the meaning, the whole samasa is dominated by the meanings of upasaka and nipata. So the meaning of upasaka and nipata is very important. So you have to divide, you have to decide. So what is the main meaning of this Ajay Baba samasa? According to the meaning of the upasaka and nipata, prefix in nipata, you have to decide. So according to this upa nagaram, samipa is near. Nagara is city. So which means near the city. Maybe in the in actual usage, it is a kind of adverb. Upa nagara. Like you will see Upa Gengam, for example. Upa Gengam is near the Gengam. So Upasaka Nipata is a very important in the, like we have also like a Gengaya Samipam, Gengaya Samipe, you can do whatever. Like the Nagrasa Samipa or Nagrasa Samipe. But here, the one important point is, for some, according to some Vikahas, so Upa Nagara means the speech which rise. So Nagarasa Samipikata Bodhiti Upa Nagara. So if you make such a Vikahas, so if this word means the speech which rise near the city, then it is a no Jai Baba Samasa. That will be a kind of obedience. Like for example, the speech which rise, or something which rise near the Ganga. It is a no, any more Jai Baba Samasa. It is a kind of Obi Samasa. Because of this Upa Ganga, Upa Nagara, you just simply say it is near the city, near the Ganga. Okay, now I want before I go into the detail of the Jaipawa Samasa. So here also you can see the Samipe or Samipan. What do you see? Upa Nagara, Nagarasa Samipa or Nagarasa Samipe. That is a combination of Upa and the Nagara. So Upa is in the sentence. Upa Nagara is Vikaha, other than Samasa, in the Vikahas. This is what kind of Vikahas? Asapta and the Sapta. I have written down. This is Asapta. Like Samipa is the represent Upa. So Nagarasa is represent the Nagara. Nagarasa Samipam or Nagara Samipe Upa Nagara. Here is Pasadasa and Do. And Do Pasada. What is Ando Pasada? Inside the helix. So this Ando Pasada, you can see it is the Vika is directly we use Ando. Pasadasa Ando, Ando Pasada. Ando is what kind of word? Nipata. So Nipata and the Upasaka. So this, Adopasa, it doesn't mean something which inside the palace. It doesn't mean something which is inside the palace. It is just inside the palace. That is also, we should be careful. Not something which is inside the palace, it is just inside the palace. Not something near the city, it's just near the city. So because, the two meanings are completely different. Like you can say, Upa Gengam Wasadi. Okay? Upa Gengam Wasadi, he lives near the Gengam. It is not something which near the Ganga. It just lives near the Ganga. Okay. So here also, Adopasa, also, we can make similar sentences. Okay, let's go here.